Picture this. I'm sat at a ramen bar, chilling, eating with my friend, and then he says, "Hey, honestly, I think Endrick sucks, and I think I'm a better footballer than Endrick." And at that point, I was eating ramen that was pretty spicy, and then I realized the ramen wasn't too spicy because I was so focused on the whole thing that my friend just said he was a better footballer than one of the best Brazilian footballers coming up right now. Not even best Brazilian footballer, literally Brazilian wonder kid. And it's crazy that Brazil has two of them at the moment, not just Endrick, but Estevala as well. But so I'm there at the ramen place and I'm like, wait, you think you're a better footballer than Endrick? And my friend's like, yeah, I'm a better footballer than Endrick. Endrick sucks, man. Like Endrick's so slow, he's so big. Like I'm like, dude, Madrid's literally buying him. They wouldn't buy him if he was bad, you know? And he's like, no, it's just that what Madrid does, you know. Endrick sucks. I could play for Endrick. And that's when I realized that as a football fan base, we have the worst football opinions in the world. But that's not what I'm talking about today. Today, we are talking about Endrick the Resurgence, Endrick, as you would say it in French. Because now, Endrick is playing at Lyon, which is great. He got his transfer from Madrid. You know, it gives him some time to get some game experience. I don't think he was bad at Madrid. I just think Madrid was too much of a challenge. Have you guys ever watched Blue Lock and they show you like the flow state charts? I would pull it up on my computer, but we're still working on that computer camera setup thing going. We'll get there, guys. Trust me. We'll get there one day. But have you ever seen Blue Lock where they bring up the flow chart where it's like if something's too challenging in the moment, then it's gonna make you anxious. But if something's just challenging enough, that's when you enter flow state, you know? And in Blue Lock, they try to get them to always be in that flow state. Don't make a goal that's too challenging, but don't make a goal that's like not challenging enough because then you're gonna get bored. But make a goal that's enough challenging for you to get into that flow state. And that's what Lyon is for Endrick at the moment. It is him in his flow state. And I think it's a great move, honestly. Great business by Madrid. They make sure that he plays and everything. And France is just a league for young talent, honestly. Does this mean Endrick is the best striker in the world? No. I'm glad we're putting that to rest at the start of the video, guys. Do you guys think Endrick's the best striker in the world? Do you think he will be the best striker in the world? If you think that, I would like to know why, because then that's when we have something interesting going on. But for me, Endrick has potential. And potential can be a plethora of things. It could be, oh, potential of being bad, potential of being good, or I always knew Endrick had potential. But I think it's more of a case where I always knew Endrick had potential and I think he can reach it. It's just, again, with Madrid, we've seen it's all hard for players to just go to Madrid and be good. You need that European experience. Like, for example, let's give Ronaldo. Let's say Madrid bought Ronaldo from Sporting. I don't think Ronaldo would have done well. And that's not a crazy thing to say, guys. That's not a crazy thing to say. If Madrid bought Ronaldo straight out of Lisbon, do you guys think Ronaldo would have done as well as he did now? No. I don't think so because I feel like you need some sort of European experience to really get your foot on the ground. And that's what Endrick is getting at Lyon right now. He's getting that European experience, much needed, because that's what I'm saying. The game in Europe is different than the game in Brazil. Are Brazilian footballers amazing? Yes, they are. Especially the really, really good ones. They're absolutely amazing on football. But is European football on another level? Yes, absolutely it is, because it's a hotbed of some of the best talents in the world all competing in a bunch of leagues. That's why they get paid the most. That's why they get the biggest sponsorships. That's why there's the biggest TV deals, the biggest sponsorships, biggest wages. You know, that's where the game is. It's like a cesspool. That's not the right word. But you know what I mean, right? So I don't think Ronaldo would have done that well if he did go to Madrid straight off of Lisbon. I feel like you need to really find your footing in those top five leagues, and that's what Ronaldo did at in England and at Manchester United. He got started, he figured himself out. Yes, Manchester United was a very, very good team. But Madrid, when Madrid comes calling, guys, you can't say no. And I feel like that's what kind of Endrick felt in his moment. Yes, I think there were so many other teams knocking at the door for Endrick. I mean, let's see what other teams were scouting Endrick. Guys, I swear I'm gonna get like a camera so you can see my screen. Let's see what other teams were scouting Endrick. We had Barcelona, PSG, great, great clubs. Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United. Big clubs looking for this guy. But he decided to go to Madrid, which is fair. I mean, I thought he did good enough in the Brasileao to get a call up to Madrid, to be honest with you, because it's not like he was just like, oh my God, look at this Brazilian wonder kid. He does a couple of step overs and we're all like, wow, this is the next Neymar. No, it wasn't that situation at all. It was more like, wait, this kid kind of like helped us carry his team to win the league, which he did. So that kind of already shows us that, man, Endrick can do what Endrick does. But basically here, what we have now is things clearly didn't work out for Endrick at Real Madrid. I mean, he got a goal, which was nice. I really liked that goal where he got it in the Champions League, brought it down, long shot outside the box, bottom corner finish. I mean, guys, that's not an easy goal to score. I bet 9.5 out of 10 of you aren't scoring that in that situation. And the reason is because none of us would actually play pro in the first place. Only 1% of people become professional footballers. But anyway, statistics aside, I mean, that Endrick goal, it was amazing. I thought it was great. And I'm not like dick riding or anything like that. It was just a very hard goal. And if you watch the game, you would appreciate that goal. But again, it's Madrid. You have Mbappe. You have Vinicius. You have even Arda Güler can't even find starting time. So why would Endrick play? And that's the main reason. It's not that Endrick is bad. It's more just circumstances, guys. That's pretty much it. So I feel like this Lyon move is perfect. Lyon knows how to handle youth without sounding weird. That sounded really weird. But Lyon knows how to handle youth. They've developed Turkey, right? Guys, I mean, as City fans, they're pretty happy about Turkey. They've developed Turkey. That's a pretty good player right there. Um, they've developed Turkey. That's all I can think about at the moment. And also they're not relegated anymore. And also, I like Ligue 1 because it's more of like a free-flowing, I could say, basketballish type of league where it's not if Endrick were to play at Arsenal as a forward, he'd be more depressed than he was at Madrid. Because if you're just playing low blocks all game and it's just physical and you're not getting calls, you need experience to ride those out. You need experience to ride those type of leagues out. Do I think Bundesliga would have been fine for Endrick too? Absolutely. But I think Bundesliga would have been insanely too easy for Endrick. And that's not a crazy thing to say because Bundesliga made Marmoush look like a god, which I mean, nobody is, but you guys know what I'm saying, right? I think Bundesliga would have been way too easy for Endrick, and I feel like Syria wouldn't have been that bad either. But I think Ligue 1 is perfect because it's a hotbed for young and up and coming talent. I mean, we've seen Waneri go there. Maitland Niles is there. He's not young anymore. We've seen who else has gone. What's that guy at PSG? I can't remember his name. He's South Korean. He's South Korean. But you guys know what I'm talking about. We see young players come from these leagues, Desiree Doué, Eduardo Camavinga, a lot of these players. And this was perfect for Endrick. He gets his first goal in the Ligue 1 Cup. And today they played FC Metz, which, if you guys don't know, what's 7 Georgian player, Chivachili, I think. Great player, you guys should keep an eye out for. But Endrick, 3-goal hat trick today. Oh my goodness, 3-goal hat trick is absolutely amazing for the kid. I was watching the highlights of the game and I was like, oh my God, this game is so open. It's absolutely so open today. Like the openness of the game, I feel like Endrick was in positions where he was like, whoa, pause. Endrick was in positions. But Endrick was in situations where he was like, oh my goodness, I have so much space to dribble, so much space to shoot. I can't believe I can get this three free header off, which is great. But also what I love is you kind of get to the point. Endrick gets back to basics with these type of leagues that he's in right now, because if you really think about it, first goal was just something simple. He made a run into the box in front of the goalie, in front of the net, had a lot of space, just another nice finish. And same thing was the second goal. It was just, yes, he was in a sprint for the goal, but again, it was just a simple finish. He didn't have to elastico it between two players. He didn't have to flick it. He didn't have to do anything insane. The lights aren't on him. Nobody's watching. Nobody's booing him. He just gets to get back to the basics. No summers. Back to the basics. Back to the life. Listen, when you talk, you know, that's what Endrick needs, and that's what we all need sometimes in life. When things get complicated, we make progress by grounding ourselves, I feel like. And that's what Endrick's doing at the moment. He's grounding himself by going to Lyon, literally scoring simple goals. He doesn't have to do anything crazy. And hey, who knows? Maybe Brazil comes calling by the time the World Cup comes around. I mean, I wouldn't say no. I don't think Brazil should say no either. Because you're telling me you'll have Endrick and Estevao in the World Cup? That'd be insane. That would be nice. That's a statement by Brazil. That's saying we're in a new era of Brazilian football. Look who we have now. We have Endrick and Estevao, probably the most two promising young talents in the world, other than this Moroccan kid who I swear is probably a bit Brazilian too. But it'd be insane, genuinely, absolutely insane. But it's great for Endrick. I think League 1 is a great league. We even see right now that if we look at the League 1 standings right now, I mean, unless Marseille does Marseille things, yes, they have done Marseille things, and Lens lost recently. But if I made this video about a week ago, we would be saying Lens was actually leading the league and PSG was in second, which is great. That's what we like to see. But guess what? Endrick's in Lyon and they're fighting for a Champions League spot, which is absolutely great. We've got PSG with 45 points, Lens with 43, Marseille with 38, and Lyon with 36 points. And right behind them is Lille with 32 and Rennes with 31. So it's not like Lyon are out of the water completely. It's more like Lyon, yes. Lyon is, they still have pressure, but also Endrick can just chill. You know, he can deal with some pressure. He gets to compete a little bit. It's not like he hasn't competed. He competed in the Brasileirão. Hope I said that right again. He competed in the Brasileirão, and it's not like he's playing at Monaco, Lorient, Angers, Brest, Nice, Paris FC. He's playing to compete for something, which is Champions League. And I'm pretty sure Madrid bring him back, which is kind of crazy because Madrid is also bringing back Nico Paz. Who's running scouting at Madrid? Because how are we getting Nico Paz back and Endrick in the same transfer window? Like, I don't even know if Madrid's going to be able to keep both of these guys because they are amazing, absolutely amazing players. But we will see. We will see. Only time will tell, right, guys? Only time will tell. But honestly, just great. Great for Endrick. And obviously, I really love, we see he's got the speed, the creativity, the strength. I mean, to get the penalty, a little flip-flap between both of the players, which I thought was great. Also, I like watching the highlights. I feel like Ligue 1 has some very interesting like commentators. They're really the French are really enthusiastic about their football. I mean, as they should, honestly. But it was just really great to see, to be completely honest with you. And yeah, I'm just great to watch, honestly. And I think that's what I'm gonna get myself as well this year, guys. We're gonna add to the collection an Endrick Lyon jersey. We should probably add that one. I already see too many fakes of this, but we will be buying an Endrick Lyon jersey before the end of the season. The only problem is here it's 143 euros. I do not have that money at the moment because I'm going to Japan, but maybe, just maybe. Oh, there's a away jersey for 123. Just too much at the moment, guys. Can't make this investment, but it will be added to the wall. Right now, we have a 1 second. We have a Flamengo jersey. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but this is my favorite thing at the moment. So yeah, Endrick will be getting added eventually to the list of things. But yeah, good job, Endrick. Way to score your hat trick. Keep it up. You have more goals than games played, which is always something great as a striker. I mean, I feel like people are normalized that due to this one Norwegian robot, man. This one Norwegian robot named Erling Haaland. Is Oweda still leading goals over players? Let's see. Whoa, the Norwegian striker is only has three goals less than match played. What? Let's see. Oweda. Oh, so you're telling me Endrick is the only striker in world football that has more goals than games played? That's all I gotta end the video off on, guys. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think Endrick gets the World Cup call up? Do you think Endrick makes Brazil? I mean, that's the same question twice. Do you think Endrick scores more than 20 goals this season? I think he does. I will polymarket it. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys all tomorrow.